What's up, YouTube? It's the one and only Legend of Winning, aka Low, and I'm back again with another video. But this video right here is a very special video, people. It's very, very special because this is the video where I will show my appreciation for the amount of success that has been given to me over the past month and a half. It's by far an honor to have gone from 300 to 600 subs just like 2 months ago to where I'm at right now. And by the time this video comes out, I'll probably be at 15,000 subs. So, you know, thank you for all the support, all the love that I've received in the last month and a half. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following me on Twitter. Thank you for sharing my videos, all the likes, the comments. It really and truly does mean a lot to me. Now, of course, if you saw the video I put in the Now, of course, if you saw the video that I uploaded a few days ago, I said, yo, come through and ask some questions, leave in the comment section below. And that's what the base of this is. It's going to be a 10K Q&A. I'm going to be answering your questions. So from this point moving forward, you can kind of get to know me a tad bit better. So you'll kind of understand where I come from when it comes with a lot of my views and my opinions when I talk about basketball. But before we do that, I want to give a few quick shout outs. I'm trying to make this quick as possible. But if it's not quick and it's too long, I'm going to make sure I leave an annotation somewhere to make sure you understand where to skip to if you want to skip to the actual Q&A and pass all the shout outs. But first shout out, I have to be, you know, very honored and very privileged that there was a large number of people who were subscribed to other channels such as Agent's channel, Waffleman's channel, Nick's channel, Envier's channel, who came over and who subscribed to my channel before I was even uploading videos. Shout out to those people, all the support that y'all have given me before I was uploading and during my uploading time period. It's been remarkable. Just to name a few, because I know I don't want to get caught up in missing some people, but Mike Bush, Jordan, Fire Pop, aka Fire Poppy, Mr. Clyburn, and of course Crispy. You know, Crispy is by far one of the funniest people I've met, you know, just as a subscriber and a follower of YouTube and stuff like that. So for sure, shout out to all those people who were following all those other YouTubers and came to my channel and started following me even when I wasn't uploading videos. Also, special shout out to all the YouTubers that collab with me even when I wasn't really a YouTuber, again, when I wasn't, you know, making any type of videos or nothing like that. Shout out to Crispy Flakes, shout out to TGTV, shout out to J Canada, Marcus 2K, T Clip, I know I'm missing somebody, Legendary EA, Brutal Sims. I know I'm be missing some people, but please forgive me. But shout out to all those people. It's been great, you know, meeting you all. It's been a privilege, and thank you all for again putting up with the fact that I really don't upload anything, but the fact that I'm out here. Prince Prodigy is another one as well, that y'all still took the time out to, you know, put me in your videos. Another shout out. Well, the rest of these shout outs are really gonna be special shout outs. First shout out, Nick Smith. Huge shout out to Nick Smith. I'm very appreciative to have met Nick Smith and what he has done with his YouTube channel. It's crazy how young Nick is and the type of motivation and determination that I see in him. I envy that. I wish I was that determined and motivated when I was his age. He's still in high school and he's going out here giving you great quality content and out there putting videos and putting thought into these videos as if like he doesn't have high school, or as if like it's his career. So it's by far great that I've met somebody with that type of motivation, determination. Shout out to Waffleman, and also since we talking Waffleman, his friends Too Cool and J-Bo. shout out to them Too Cool and J-Bo. Mad funny, mad hilarious. But yo, this man Waffleman is by far one of the funniest people on the internet. I always like have a smile on my face because I know when I watch this man videos, he's gonna say something stupid as hell. So shout out to Waffleman, yo. Also shout out to Enviers. Huge fan of what he does and support what he does on his channel. He gave me the privilege to be on his channel last year while he was uploading the NBA preview, and he allowed me to be on his channel for 30 days straight and added in some of my own commentary when it came to basketball. Now he's doing the exact same thing this year, but he's shedding light on somebody else's channel. So go please check that out on his channel as well. Shout out to him, and a huge, very special shout out to Call Me Agent Zero. For those people who don't know the relationship that me and him have, I literally talk to that man almost every day. And if I don't talk to him every day, the next day we're going to be talking for a very long time. I would consider Agent to be one of my better friends in life, let alone what we've done in YouTube. Again, just getting to know him, and again, another person that's very determined, very motivated. It's crazy how I met somebody on the internet. This sounds so gay. Pause. This sounds so suspect, but it's crazy how I met somebody on the internet who's so like-minded, that's so driven, just like I am, and that's determined to, you know, fulfill his needs and his goals in life. And the fact that I've been able to have the honor and the privilege to meet somebody like that, and the fact that he was able to allow me to be on his YouTube channel, on the podcast. For those people who don't know, I was not uploading videos when I was put on Agent's channel. I was literally a viewer. I begged him to be on the podcast. He let me be on the podcast, and that's how I've kind of grown from that point on. And that was like a year and a half ago. So again, the fact that he gave me that privilege and that opportunity, and I've taken what he given me and gone on with it. Again, you know, words cannot speak for the amount of respect that I have for that man. But again, by far the biggest shout out to all the people who watch the videos, who support me, who follow me on Twitter and all those other things, who share the videos. I thank you all so much. Again, words cannot describe how I feel about what you all have done for my channel for the past month and a half, because at this point we still pushing. Like I said earlier, I'm almost at 15K, which is crazy. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into these questions, man. A couple things before we get into the Q&A though, real quick. I won't be able to answer everybody's question because y'all just asked a whole bunch of questions. Also, I wanted to make sure I touched upon like the basics of who I am. So any detailed questions about NBA teams, I probably won't be able to touch on. Also, some of the questions that y'all asked, I'm probably gonna make a video out of them anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And oh yeah, let's touch upon the frequently asked questions, because there's some questions that a lot of people ask in general. I'm 6'1". I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I love basketball. I love basketball for a very, very long time. I got into playing basketball in the Upward League, and I love the game of basketball simply because everybody has the opportunity to do a little bit of everything. Everybody can score, everybody can rebound, everybody can pass the ball. And I love that about basketball. When I was younger, I played football and soccer, and I didn't get the recognition I felt like I deserved when I was playing football and soccer, because football and soccer is so predominantly just a few players, especially football. Even though football is a way bigger team-oriented sport than almost any other sport that's out there, I didn't really like football because I was playing either the tight end, lineman, defensive lineman, middle linebacker, and I wasn't getting the recognition that I felt like I deserved. So that right there was a huge thing for me growing up. Also, I do watch football. I love the Eagles, and I live in Atlanta, so if it's not the Eagles, I will watch the Falcons game all the time. Also, who is my favorite team, my favorite player? I am a Los Angeles Lakers fan, LA all day. I love Kobe Bryant. That is my favorite player of all time. How will I spend Kobe Day? I'm about to go outside, hit the streets of Atlanta with 2 or 3 different Kobe Bryant jerseys on, with 4 or 5 different Kobe Bryant shirts on, and 2 Kobe Bryant socks, and stunt on all my haters. Hit the post fade away, the jab step on all my haters, and that's how I'm gonna celebrate my my Kobe Day. Hit 60 points on a hater. That's what I'm gonna do. But let's go ahead and get into some of these questions, man. As I'm sitting here like looking at some of your questions, I don't know how to pronounce some of your names, so I'm just gonna like pop up your name or your question on the screen. And this person asked, what is your favorite NBA player of all time, and what made you start YouTube? Of course, like I said before, Kobe Bryant. And the reason why I started YouTube is simply because I wanted my opinion to be heard. I had an opinion, I had a voice, I wanted to be heard, so I uploaded videos. This isn't my first channel. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen some of the older videos that were on this channel initially. So I've been on YouTube for a very long time, been back and forth. In the beginning, in the very, very beginning, about 3 or 4 years ago, on another channel, I was uploading hip-hop reviews and music reviews and stuff like that, talking about rap music and hip hop. I stopped doing that, then I started doing 2K, then I stopped doing that, and now I'm here doing NBA stuff. So yeah, I've been on YouTube for a very long time, but I'm just here, you know, trying to have my voice heard. That's the reason why. Also, another question that I know a lot of people have, they don't really ask it no more, but a real quick story about why I only choose like 4 reasons, or why do I do like 4 best players or 4 off-season losers and winners, is because the initial video that I had in mind that I wanted to start my YouTube channel with, or start it back up with, was 5 reasons why I thought the Cleveland Cavaliers were going to beat the Golden State Warriors in the finals. And I thought the Cavs were going to win. I thought they were going to win before the series even started, and everybody thought I was crazy because I said that on the podcast. And so before the series started, I wanted to make a video about it. So I sat down, wrote everything out, and I could only get to 4 reasons. And I was like, I can't think of a legitimate 5th reason. Like, I don't know. I don't want to put up BS on YouTube. So I kind of paused for a second. I thought about it, and I couldn't come up with a 5th reason. So I decided, you know what? If I can't come up with a 5th reason, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it's a stretch. Maybe they won't make it. So I decided to wrap that up. I wasn't going to do it, and I just ended it at that. I wasn't going to make 5 reasons why. And crazy enough, they end up winning. The Cavaliers end up winning, as we all know. And I got upset at myself because I just immediately thought to myself, like, why do I have to have 5 reasons? I can just do 4 reasons. That's the craziest thing in the world. I literally stopped making a video that was going to be a great video just because I couldn't come up with 1 more reason. So that's the reason why I do 4 reasons why. That's the reason why I do 4 of everything, really and truly. It's just my shtick, and I think it stands out amongst everybody else on YouTube, that the fact that you see a huge ass 4 on my thumbnail. So I think that's the reason why. It's good. It's a good reason why. This person asked if you could add 1 attribute to a player to make them a beast. For example, a jump shot to Dwight Howard or athleticism to Boban. Who would you add it to, and which attribute? The player I would choose is Russell Westbrook, and the attribute I would choose is decision making. I think Russell Westbrook is a phenomenal player. I think what Russell Westbrook can do on the court is just ridiculous. But decision making from time to time is by far Russ's weakest attribute. So if I would add that to him, I think it would make him a very, very better overall player. Also, adding a jump shot to LeBron James would also be a huge advantage to LeBron, man, because he has a little bit of it off. He got a consistent jump shot. He would be virtually unstoppable. Joe Humble, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce your name. Actually, it's not even Humble. It's no M. Oh my God, I'm stupid. It's Joe Hubel. You know what? Again, I'm not even gonna pronounce your name because I don't want to mess it up. In your opinion, biggest NBA villain of all time or your most hated player? I don't know really who's the biggest NBA villain of all time. I don't know. Maybe was it Ron Artest at one point in time because of the Malice in the Palace? I don't know. Maybe it was Ron Artest. But my most hated player of all time, I cannot stand Paul Pierce. As a Laker fan, of course, I don't like the Celtics, and of course, I don't like any player that played for the Celtics. But Paul Pierce, because I respect like Larry Bird. I don't mind Rondo. I don't mind Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen. Actually, I really like Kevin Garnett. But Paul Pierce, I can't. Every single time I see Paul Pierce, I literally get upset at like the network that decided to put whatever team that he's playing on TV. I cannot stand Paul Pierce. I hope he like sprains his ankle or he twists his ankle so bad that he has to just retire early. I legitimately can't stand him. I hope somebody comes into the locker room and steals his jersey so he cannot play that night. Every single time I see him on the court, I get upset and I get frustrated because I legitimately can't stand him. And y'all might think that I'm playing right now. Y'all might think that I'm joking, but I'm so serious. I cannot stand Paul Pierce. He gets on my nerves so much. Also, I can't stand Shane Battier. I can't stand Shane Battier. He annoys the fuck out of me. Mr. Clyburn writes in, will you be doing any collabs with anybody, and also will you be featuring any 2K17 game modes? I want to make this channel more predominantly based on NBA, more than the actual game of 2K. The only reason why I use 2K footage is because I don't want to get a strike on my channel if I use NBA footage, because I technically don't have the rights to use NBA footage unless I just chop up the clips as much as I do, which is another reason why you don't really see that much footage of NBA on my channel, because I just don't want to be hit with a copyright. Also, with that being said, me collabing with any other YouTuber, if you want me to collab with any other YouTuber, go to that YouTuber's channel and tell them to collab with me, because at this point, I don't mind really collabing with anybody. I've attempted to reach out to some people, but you know, people are normally busy or they have other things going on with their lives. So I mean, it is what it is. But and I'm not really blaming nobody. But if you really want me to collab with somebody, I've done what I can on my end. Make sure y'all just go in their comment section or their Twitter DMs or wherever you try to reach them at, and tell them that, you know, Legend of Winning, do a collab with him, because I'm up to do a collab with almost anybody. I don't know if this is your real name, but I'm gonna just say it because it's a very interesting question. Eric Gardner, how do you feel about Stephen Curry's $3,000 camp? It's amazing to me, and this is not really, I'm not trying to bash Curry, because I know a lot of people already believe that I hate Curry, which I really don't. I think Curry's a great player, but it's amazing to me that players in today's NBA are charging kids so much money just to do a camp with them. Back in the day, they didn't charge people. It was free. Isaiah Thomas, Julius Erving, Iceman, they went to other communities and did camps for free. And it's amazing to me how back then they didn't earn nowhere near the amount of money that they earn today. And it's a shame that all players, not just Curry, all players charge a dime of money to some of these kids just so they can come watch them play basketball. That is ridiculous. I don't know what he's going to do with the money, but if he wants to donate money, if he's going to like charge these kids $3,000 just to turn around and donate it, he can donate his own money. He doesn't have to charge kids $3,000 to turn around and donate the money. I don't know why he's doing it, so I don't want to get into too much detail about it, but as far as I understand, back in the old day, they weren't charging people no money just to do camps, and it's a shame that they're starting to do that now. So it is what it is, though. J2K writes, when and why did you come up with the name Legend of Winning? Shout out to J2K. I see you in my comment section a lot. I think you came from Agent's channel. I'm pretty sure you did. So shout out to you, man. The reason why Legend of Winning is the name that I chose. Back when I was playing football, my coaches will always yell at us when you're offensive lineman or defensive lineman, or even when you're just making a tackle, that you need to stay low. You got to stay low. And they would yell at us when we're doing the drills to stay low. And they kept yelling low at us so much that it's just a name that stuck. And it was something that I had a hard time comprehending, because I would always want to try to get high to tackle somebody, and they kept yelling at me low, to the point where, you know, when we was, you know, practicing football or we were just in a locker room, they would just yell out low, and I know that was pertaining to me. So that's where the name Low came from, and I just added Legend of Winning myself to the acronym of Low. So that's where that came from. All right, everybody else, they have like basketball questions, so I'm gonna answer these real quick. Karl-Anthony Towns or Porzingis? Karl-Anthony Towns, but I do believe Porzingis is close. Also, Ben Simmons, will he be a bust? No, he won't be a bust, but he's going to have a hard time translating into the NBA because he just refuses to shoot the ball, which is kind of weird. Also, who is going to make the playoffs first out of all the young teams? The Timberwolves will probably make the playoffs first. Who's better, Kawhi Leonard or Paul George? That's a tough question, and I'm probably gonna make a video about it too. But that's a very tough question. But I would go. My gut is telling me Paul George, but that's a really good question though. A question that we ask all the time in the podcast. And also, I don't know if I said this before, but a lot of these questions I'm gonna do a video about anyway. So I don't really want to answer all these questions like who I think gonna win Defensive Player of the Year and MVP and all that stuff. I don't really want to answer those questions. But somebody did ask me. And I'm gonna have to go look for this comment because I'm all up and down through all the comment section right now. But somebody asked me, what do I want to accomplish out of this YouTube channel? That's a very good question, man. And I really don't know right now. It's weird because, you know, when you go from, you know, 800 subs to 10,000, and I'm almost at 20,000 at this point within a month. You know, where you may stand or what you're trying to accomplish with the channel doesn't really seem like a big issue because you're growing at such a huge rate right now. So I don't really know what the end result of this channel will be, but I do know this. I do want to make it very clear and very comfortable for people to come to my channel and talk about basketball. If you go to my comment section on almost all of my videos, I do love the fact, and I pride myself on the fact that people are having conversations and having back and forth about basketball, and that's something that I do enjoy. So the community of having a back and forth about basketball is something that we all love and enjoy watching. I do love that. That is a part of my channel. But the end result, you know, I guess continue to make these videos, continue to have the conversation about basketball, and continue to grow and continue to make great content for you all. I'm sure that's by far the biggest, that's what I want to accomplish with this channel. And you know, if I run into a basketball player on the streets of Atlanta, trust me when I say I will try my hardest to get an interview from them. I've ran into Charles Barkley earlier this year. If I can get an interview with Charles Barkley, I will get an interview with Charles Barkley. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run into Dwight Howard. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run into Dennis Schroeder, and so on and so forth. So if I run into some people, by all means, if you see a couple of interviews on this channel, then you know it is what it is, right? So I mean, that's what it is. But I for sure want to just continue to have the conversation in the community in my comment section about basketball, and that's something I for sure want to accomplish. Now, with all that being said, people, thank you again. I didn't touch upon everybody's comment, but if you want me to like do like a weekly or a monthly Q&A or just answer random questions that you all have, please let me know, and I will do that every month or every week, like I said before. But just let me know what you all want out of the channel and what y'all want me to do when it comes to answering some of y'all questions. But with all that being said, again, I want to be very clear on what I have to say, and the purpose of this video was to thank all of you all for supporting the channel, for the incredible response that I get out of all of you all every single time I upload a video. It's crazy the amount of response and the amount of support and the amount of people who like and share my videos. It's unbelievable. And the fact that I'm making this video right now and I'm still growing to the point where I'm probably going to reach 1 million views within the month of August, or the fact that I'm probably going to hit 20K within the next 2 or 3 weeks is ridiculous. That growth, it takes people years to get to those numbers, and the fact that I'm getting to those numbers within a matter of months, it's great, and it's very appreciative. So I thank you with the bottom of my heart. And with all that being said, people, peace out, and I'll see y'all next time.